All right, Shalom, brother Kashkwala, come back at you with a lesson, a little current event thing that's going on here. Giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. So this lesson is going to be about what you see on my page, Reuters.com. Notable site. This is coming from, as you can see here, it says the Panama Canal to further reduce delay transits in drought continues. So this was on the 12th of September 2023, which was actually yesterday. So the reason I'm bringing this up here is just because I caught wind of it at my job, actually. So I'm not going to get full details of where I work, of course, but I work for a manufacturer. Let's just say that. And with manufacturers, any manufacturer, you could say, going all the way, let's just name a few, fucking Sony, Nike, any manufacturer, Adidas, shoe companies, things of that nature that actually make their own products and then sell them, or in a sense, they have dealers who buy from them wholesale and then sell the shoe, or since I'm speaking shoes, and then sell the shoe to the public. So pretty much, Nike is a manufacturer. Nike's dealers will end up being people either that they sponsor, or for us normal day Joe Schmoes, if we go to the mall or something and go buy a pair of shoes. So that would be like your Finish Line, your Champs, your Dick's Sporting Goods. Those aren't manufacturers. Those are dealers to Nike, who is the manufacturer. So Nike will sell that shoe, Jordan shoe logo, whatever, to all those different dealers who have contracts with them. And those dealers will do markups to make a profit from what they bought the shoe from. More than likely, them damn dealers, like the Finish Lines, the, not Payless, they out of business. But, like a Finish Line are buying Jordans for fucking nothing and then selling it for $500 to the public. You see what I'm saying? And it's made by Nike for nothing, for pennies. And the people are paying $500 for a shoe that's actually worth probably $10. All right? It was probably bought for $40. So there's the profit. Okay? So with that being said, I work for a manufacturer, and a lot of manufactured products come through the Panama Canal. So again, Panama Canal to further reduce daily transits in drought continues. So if you didn't know, the Panama Canal, let's just pull up world map, enter. Okay. Let's look at a world map here. All right. Shit, let's pull up a better one. Here's a better one. Okay. Shit. It won't even let me move. Oh, there we go. All right, so I think that's as best as I can zoom without being super blurry. Without being extremely, super blurry or whatever. But as you can see, Panama would be like right here, because it's touching the border of Colombia and it's touching the border of Costa Rica. Okay? So the Panama Canal is going to be like right there. You see where that number 27 is? The number 27, that's where the Panama Canal would be. So as opening this up, it makes easier for countries over on this side, if you can see where my mouse is moving, to easily come over and get to this side of the world, or this side of America, or whatever. or go over to Venezuela and all these other places in their ports. So at the moment, the Panama Canal is Panama, the damn country, is experiencing a drought. All right, and if you didn't know, the Panama Canal does not run off of seawater like ocean water. So that means salt water. It runs off of fresh water. It uses millions of gallons a day of fresh water to get these boats through their ports and their canals. It uses millions of gallons. Therefore, it's being delayed because the Lord has put a drought on that area. All right, so just reading a little bit of this, going right here, it says up to 32 ships are currently authorized to transit every day, down from 36 ships in normal conditions. Maximum vessel draft has been limited to 44 feet, down from 50 feet because of the drought. And again, this is fresh water that is being used. It wouldn't be an issue if it was salt water. But for certain circumstances and the way things are ran and how they need to get boats through, it needs to be fresh water. Prime example, because just say here, because if you ever look at a video of the canal, it's like sections where the ship goes through. Ships go through one at a time there. It's sections of how they go through. So they'll be on one section, and then the water has to lower for them to get to the next section, has to lower to get to the next section. Just go look it up. It's pretty interesting, actually. And they need fresh water to do that. Using salt water could get salt potentially piled up in between each of those sections that the boats go through, so they have to use fresh water. And the only way they can get the fresh water is by relying on the rain. And that's kind of funny because when you look at Panama, it's kind of like a tropical, quote unquote, as you could say, area where you would think that rainfall would constantly be, but not in this case, because usually what hurricanes and shit develop around that area sometimes. Sometimes hurricanes come from the Pacific Ocean and hit Mexico, which can end up having a draft of rainwater coming to Panama, but we haven't seen that. All right, and I'm gonna get to the script in a minute. It says the head of the Panama Canal Authority. Hold on, I still want to go to. I mean, that's pretty much all I want to get with this. I might just here. This is what I want to get. It says a backlog of ships is waiting to pass through the transoceanic canal, which handles an estimated 5% of world trade. 5% of world trade going through that is a hell of a lot of resources and things of that nature going through that canal. Think about it. When Ukraine went to war with Russia, Ukraine produced 5% of the world's wheat production, and that pretty much dwindled. Think about that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you eat some type of bread or whatever thing that has to do with wheat, now you got to second guess, is this shit even fucking real? Because 5% of it has gone out the fucking window. Revelation 18, of course y'all knew I was going to go here. Revelation 18 and 17, it says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and through a drought great riches, 5% of world trade, is starting to come to naught. We're already seeing an issue with the truckers here in America, let alone them even having anything to put on the back of their truck is an issue, you know. It says 17, for in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. Of course, that's meaning when they see the actual destruction of America, they're going to be like, oh crap, you know. But still, this is speaking about the trades coming by ship. Revelation 18 is prophesying what is going on in the Panama Canal right now, which is crazy. You know, it's a beautiful thing, but it's cool to think about and it's faith boosting to think about how the scriptures are so spot on to what's going on in our daily lives, and this is 5% of world trade being delayed. So that goes to 5% of world trade, as in um, shoes coming over, dental equipment coming over, uh, um, just naming things, medical equipment coming over. People are dying off of the Panama Canal being backed up. Pretty much everyone's shipments aren't going to be made. They're delaying it. I think the Panama Canal is delayed at the moment because, like I said, the manufacturer I work with is delaying all of our shipments, going on 2 weeks and a half now, going on 3 weeks, delayed, and that's backing everybody up, and it's not letting a lot of people do their jobs, and it's hindering money as well. So we're seeing it. The world is coming to an end. Trade is being cut off. I know I said I was going to do another lesson on this, where the U.S. advised the deal, advances in the deal with Iran, which opened up about $6 billion in Iranian assets. I'll do a lesson on that later. But that's still not going to do shit. $6 billion is not even going to put a dent into, the debt that America owes to the entire planet, all these nations. And whenever they get the $6 billion, of course they're going to trick off with it and probably send $3 billion to fucking Ukraine. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. This links up with Revelation 18. Hopefully I remember to put this article in the description box below. Just giving an update on world events and things of that nature. So I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace up, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. This is Brother Kosh Qual. Until the next time, shalom. And like always, repent, for the Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believed. Shalom.